Hello everyone, I am Alka1993 and welcome to day 23 of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Advent Calendar series. Literally a second before I started this part of the video, I stopped a clip of my vlog, which will be either up just before or just after this video because I expect this one to go up on January 1st. So, number 23, just 2 days remain. And we get... Wait, why is this in the Advent Calendar? Is it going to storm or something? Is that the idea? It's Hey Trunade. Why is it going to storm on the 23rd? Anyway. Hey Trunade is a spell card. A normal spell. Return all set spells and traps on the field to the hand. That's it. Very simple effect. Giant Trunade sent all spells and traps on the field to the hand, but that included face-ups, allowing you to, because it was an early card, allowing you to reuse Sword of Revealing Light, reuse Premature Burial while not getting rid of the monster, because Premature Burial only got rid of the monster if it got destroyed itself and not returned to the hand. I remember those combos, and there's a lot more things we can do with Giant Trunade as well. So that's what Giant Trunade pretty sure is forbidden. Hey Trunade is not. It was made as a weaker version of Giant Trunade so that there was a legal version around. Nothing comes up immediately with what to make for it. Maybe just a spell or trap, I guess, that you might want to get rid of with this. So something disruptive, like Bottom Strap Hole, Mirror Force, Magic Cylinder-esque thing. Maybe. I don't know. I'll figure it out. And you'll find out too in the second part of this video. We're going to make a card for Hey Trunade.
I'm going to go somewhere dangerous. While I was looking at Hey Trunade and getting its image for the first part of this video, I saw that this page, the page for the pack Phantom Darkness, had recently been edited. So look, Phantom Darkness, is that a card? I didn't remember that being the name of a card pack, and apparently it was for one of the Ubel cards. And then I thought, wow, that's actually a really cool name for a card, but there is no card called Phantom Darkness. So I wanted to create a monster called Phantom Darkness. I could definitely see it be like a field spell or a continuous spell or any kind of spell or trap being Phantom Darkness to describe the feeling or an area or like a location that is just completely dark, like a phantom. But I wanted to be a monster. So I looked for a while and I found what I was looking for. So let's make it an effect monster. Has to be Fiend. Nothing like this. Dark. It's going to be level 6. And in terms of stats, like the moment I thought of level 6, I don't feel like 5. I feel like it should be 6 with its power and with the effect I have in mind. I wanted to make it a nod to Summon Skull, even though it's not going to be related to it. Besides, well, they're Fiend and Dark, which is coincidental. And level 6, I guess, as well. Then the attack is really the reference, the attack and defense. I feel like I might want to turn down the attack a little bit due to its effect. Then again, there are other level 6 monsters that are at this level of attack and defense. At this level, and also at this attack and defense, that are more useful. That aren't just the normal monster Summon Skull, that have additional effects on top of it. But this is what's going to happen. When this card is normal summoned, and this I'm going to make it mandatory, but add 1. I feel like pretty sure it's always if it's own to avoid some confusion. It's only when at this point in problem solving context when you're supposed to be able to miss the timing, and that's not the case here because it's mandatory, therefore you can never miss timing, so it's just if, just to avoid some of the confusion that otherwise might be caused. If this card is normal summon, add 1, here we go, Hey Trunade from your deck to your hand. And that's it for the card. A card that can add Hey Trunade straight to your hand to help you get rid of set spell and traps to do some big attacks, to do some big plays. Now it does cost you your normal summon. Now don't actually have to use your Hate Trunade that turn. You can keep it until whatever later turn you would like. So that is something that is possible. So let's say bring this out in your second turn, and then keep this until, let's say, your fourth turn, which might be the 8th turn of the duel, when you have a bunch of combos together with links and whatever. That can deal some big damage, which you can use Hate Trunade for very well. You can make your opponent very wary of what you might be doing. That's about all I really want. I wanted to create a card that could add Hate Trunade to the hand. I didn't want to make it level 4 or lower because that would be a bit too easy. I didn't want to do like a fancy summoning requirement effect. So I thought, let's make it a tribute, and let's make it that you can only add it if it is a normal summon. So that you can't be like, oh, a special summon from the grave with Call of the Hunter, whatever, you get it. It has to be a normal summon, and then Hate Trunade is added to the hand. No, I'm not going to make it a once per turn thing, because you should only have one normal summon per turn. It is possible technically to normal summon multiple of these per turn if you use something like, not Ultimate Offering because that's been forbidden for a while, don't expect that to come back anytime soon. Let's say you use double summon. And you can get a second normal summon, but I don't expect that to waste enough of your resources to get another Hate Trunade. You can't really use 2 Hate Trunades in one turn. Well, you can, but generally you don't get that. There's no point unless returning your own set spells and traps is a good thing for some kind of effect that you might have, because it's a normal spell. It's only during your main phase. You return, let's say, 2 of your spells and traps, set them again, then play Hate Trunade, the second one. So I don't feel that I need to make it once per turn, because I feel that, like, sure, it opens up a bit more options, but I don't feel this card becomes that much more useful because of it. So, Phantom Darkness, the card for Hate Trunade. Stats, and actually, yeah, its type, attribute, level, attack, and defense, the same as Summon Skull, but only the attack and defense were meant as a reference. The level I came up with first, and I suppose the attribute, it absolutely had to be dark. When I looked at it, I only decided on the type as I was looking at it during this video. Fiend makes a lot of sense, which is also what Summon Skull is. And that's 2500, 1200 as a reference to that, because Summon Skull is just a very well-known monster from the original series, and I really like it. That'll be it for this video. For Hate Trunade, I made Phantom Darkness. One more card remains for this Advent Calendar series. That'll be day 24. I'll see you soon for that one. Goodbye.